What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Magic Nation. So today we have the last and final pack of the Phyrexia All Will Be One cycle, and again this is pack number 3 of 3 of the Broken Pattern, where I had pack 1 was draft, pack 2 was a set, and we've got our final draft booster. So let's get this video cracking and see what kind of pulls we get. And as I'm going to just say this quick as possible, I'm going to be saying it at the beginning of this video instead right now, just for time's sake. If there's anything that you want to leave a comment down below in the comment section. Like this video if you like it. Check out some of the awesome content and coming up in the future, whatnot. Coming soon will be a full-on deck tech and deck reveal for Legacy or Vintage format for those that play Vintage and or Legacy said formats. So keep an watchful eye out for it in the near future. So alright, here we go. Again guys, I only have one take on this, so hopefully I will not get any phone calls. Snowy will try to interfere, and if he does, he does. I actually prefer that he does. So let's see what we got. Okay, so we've got access token land. Ooh. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna actually go ahead and start flipping these one by one. Give me 1 minute, guys. And so our first card is going to be, I don't know if you guys can see that. Alright, there we go. So our first card happens to be a sorcery of all cards. Okay, so we got Carnivorous Canopy, 2 and a green for sorcery, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. If that permanent's mana value was 3 or less, proliferate. Okay, nice little proliferate card, not bad. Proliferate. Next up, we've got Quicksilver Fisher, 3 blue for a 4/3 Phyrexian Drake with flying, and when it enters the battlefield you draw a card and then discard a card. That is pretty simplistic. I believe that anyone can actually go ahead and play this card, in my opinion. And it's an altar showcase card. I love that. And it's a full-on, I guess, full-on art. Next up we got Blade Graft Aspirant, 2 in red for a 2/3 Phyrexian Warrior with Menace. Equipment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Activated abilities or equipment you control that target Blade Graft Aspirant cost 1 less to activate. Now that's actually pretty nice. I actually like that. Next up we've got Contagious Vorak, 2 and a green for a 3/3 Phyrexian Boar Beast. This is a mouthful, so I'm going to try to read this off as best as I can. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a land card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If you don't, put a card into your hand this way. Proliferate. Okay, so that's interesting. That's a mouthful. Next up, for our next common, is Persistent Siphoner, 1 in the black for 1/1 Phyrexian Insect with flying and toxic 1. Players deal combat damage by this creature also get a poison counter, so that's fun. Terramorphic Expanse, non-basic land, tap it, sacrifice it, search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tapped, and then you shuffle. Next up, we've got Complete Devotion. 1 in the white for an instant. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If that creature has Toxic, you draw a card. Now that's pretty cool. That's fun. Infectious Inquiry. 2 in a black for a sorcery. You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. Each opponent gets a poison counter. Now that's disgusting. Especially in a good game of Commander. Now we've got Meldweb Strider, 4 in a blue for a 5/5 vehicle with vigilance, and when it enters the battlefield with no counters on it, or rather it does. Remove an oil counter from it. It becomes an artifact creature until the end of turn, and you crew 3. So that's pretty cool. So it doesn't take a lot to crew. And that would go well with a lot of heavy vehicle-based commander decks. Next up, we've got Maze Skullbomb. Pay 1 for an artifact, and you pay 1, sacrifice it, draw a card, or you pay 2 and a green, sacrifice it. Target creature you control gets +3/+3 and gains trample until end of turn. Draw a card, activate only as a sorcery. Now that's fun. Next up, we've got an alternate showcase of a Cankerbloom. 1 in the green for a 3/2 Phyrexian fungus, and you pay 1, sacrifice it, choose 1. Destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, and you proliferate. Or you proliferate. Next up, we got Shearhold's Edict. 1 in the black for an instant, and you choose 1. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature. Each opponent sacrifices a creature token. Or each opponent sacrifices a planeswalker. Oh, I would rather do the third one, because I've met a lot of commander players with heavy presence of planeswalkers. Next card is Eckerplate Golem. 3, you pay 3 for a 2/3 Phyrexian Golem. Whenever it enters the battlefield under your control, or rather, whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it has 1 or more oil counters on it, put an oil counter on it. And then creatures you control with oil counters on them get +1/+1. Now that's pretty nice. And our rare is, oh, this is fun. Is there a Stalker of Spheres? 2 green/blue for a 3/3 Phyrexian Elf Warrior. When it enters a battlefield, you may pay 3. If you do, proliferate twice. Whenever you proliferate, you draw a card. Ooh, that's pretty fun. And we've got a basic land. And then we've got, of course, a drone, 2/2 drone artifact creature token with Death Touch. And when it leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Now that's pretty wicked, even for a artifact creature token. So, what were your favorite cards? Were you starting to play Magic around this set, or were you a veteran player? Leave the comments down below, of course. Like this video if you like it. And of course, again, like I said in the beginning, check out some of the awesome content in the near future coming out, especially the upcoming deck tech video coming for legacy and vintage players. And as always, guys, Jesus is real, of course, my friends, just like I say in every video. Yeah, I hope everyone keeps it real. And until next time, my friends, you know what to do. Play something magical today. Peace!